이번 경기는 팀 NBA 올스타 팀 경기 시작하겠습니다. 주전은 커리랑 하든, 거기에 폴 조지, 그릭 프레이크, 그리고 요키치 이렇게 되네. 그래도 내가 이기지. 실제로는 진짜 무서운 라인업이죠. 말이 안 되지.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Paul George is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Harden, and it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And Albuquerque.
와, 뭐야 이게?
And there's Bryant. Then it's
이게 뭐야?
and it's Reed.
이렇게 빠르다고?
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Now here's Sanders. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here's Harden. Here's Reed. A finish, and he could not get that one to go.
Wow.
Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he makes the first. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size.
와, 이게 너무 빨라.
Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
To the middle, here's Reed, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Bosch passes to Sanders, and finished off by Sanders.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And it's Harden with the ball for Milwaukee. 4-point game. George looking around. It's Curry outside. Good on the triple.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Read the pass to Cassell. Plays it up and banks it in. Cassell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Wow.
That bucket in no time at all. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry dead. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harden, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Durant comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for George. Here's Morant.
What a jam! Are you kidding me? Woo!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Jokic. Russell Westbrook comes in for James Harden. And it's Kemba Walker in for Steph Curry. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, team dancer.
Outside Westbrook. The Bucks working the ball around. Embiid finds Durant. No good that time. Good D by Sanders. Durant down low. Leonard's there. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Following the
Oh.
score by Albuquerque. Offensive rebound, Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Larry Sanders picks one up.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality
아,
made
수비가 너무 안
for
돼.
stardom.
수비가 진짜
11 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Anderson. Great D that
Oh.
time from Durant.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the
안 돼요.
over him.
And it's Leonard missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Passes it to Sanders. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The pass to Embiid.
Oh my
And
God.
Embiid throws it down.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
And there's Billups. That's good. The assist from Sanders.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
아깝다.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had
Ah.
inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Albuquerque. The Bucks also changing it up. James comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Chauncey Billups.
아,
gets the whistle
미치겠네.
hands. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch in on you.
Outside Billups over Westbrook. They get the rebound. Anderson goes up again, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
아,
And so it's Albuquerque with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of.
마지막 걸 넣었어야 되는데.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball
Oh.
down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep
아,
on
골텐디.
pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Kyrie Irving is out there with Russell Westbrook.
와,
Then it's
공격이 안
LeBron
되네.
James. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And it's Morant missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot.
아, 이 장난 그만 쳐야겠는데.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
George is checked in for Leonard. Now here's Irving. George finds Embiid. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And it's George missing. Albuquerque leading by 4. Billups dishes the box. Pass to Morant.
어?
Deflects the pass. Here's Reed, covered by Irving. Here's Reed. Rebound
와,
by Joel
잠깐만.
Embiid.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack.
와,
He's driving
잠깐만.
inside. He's trying to punish the defender and the basket. You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years, Clark, of his career. And then back in Cameroon.
와, 잠깐만.
His beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steel us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
Kobe's checked in for Morant.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Chris Bosh.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now here's Bryant. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lillard, right side. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Here is Anderson. A 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. They get it back.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Hits it from three-point range.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Cassell against Lillard. And he converts the layup. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
와,
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for Albuquerque. Sanders comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Kevin Durant in for Anderson. Harden finds Durant. The shot from 20 feet away. Rebound by Albuquerque. Sanders has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he uses the glass on the layup. Reeves got his 2nd bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Harden against Kobe. Jokic kicks to Curry. Back to Jokic. The three from KD. They grab their own miss. Can't connect from short range. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Bryant looking over the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 4-point Albuquerque lead.
I like how Bryant takes contact on the way up. This guy is very good at feeling out the defense and absorbing that contact and still capitalizing.
Now here's Durant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Curry attacking, uses the
Wow.
pass to finish the layup.
Boy, Curry's so quick, so crafty. I mean, his combination of craftiness and quickness, really hard to contain.
Here's Cassell. And again Albuquerque with the triple. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
와, 진짜 어렵다. 슛을 너무 못 넣네.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Cassell. We've got Cassell. Sanders is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Kobe. And it's Reed in at the 3, the small forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now, here's Jokic. Back to Curry. There's the triple. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's 3-point record last season. Curry
Oh.
was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Here's Reed following the bucket by the Bucks. And that one, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Looking at who's out there now for Albuquerque. Chauncey Billups checked in for Bryant. And it's Morant in for Cassell. Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Giannis kicks to Harden. Here's from deep. Here's George. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Pass to Jokic. George with the ball. 6 to shoot.
와.
Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on the alley-oop chance.
와, 저럴 때가
Sorry
아닌데.
that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And Albuquerque making a change here. Anderson's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Jokic. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks with some changes. LeBron comes in for George. And Walker subbed in for Curry. Here's Leonard. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Leonard's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Durant's checked in for Chris Bosh. The Bucks also changing it up. Jokic comes in for Embiid, and it's James Harden in for Russell Westbrook. Outside, Walker. Shoots over Morant. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Albuquerque leading by 10.
어?
And Sanders, here we go. And Sanders throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Harden with the ball for Milwaukee. And the rejection by Sanders. 1:51 left to play here in the third. KD on the wing. He's covered by Leonard.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant.
Wow.
But the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
That free throw missing.
오 마이 갓.
Durant's checked in.
저걸 못 넣으면 안 되는데 지금.
Damian Lillard comes in for Walker. And he's good on the second.
아,
Milwaukee trails by 13. Outside, KD. Back to Lillard. There's the dish to Harden. And it's good.
Wow.
Assisting on the play was Lillard. And
와.
that's 12 points for James Harden.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, we have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Anderson puts the fadeaway right on the money. And Albuquerque leads by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Albuquerque.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Now here's Sanders. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Back to Sanders. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Albuquerque, they've made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Albuquerque. Kobe's checked in for Billups. And it's Cassell in for Morant. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Irving comes in for Lillard.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Harden with
Oh.
5. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Here's Cassell, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Passes it to Giannis. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Albuquerque.
15점 정도
And as we
벌어졌고.
head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Milwaukee trails by 16. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo is out there with Paul George. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the
야,
2.
이건 진짜
Get it back. Tries yet again. And it's Jokic missing.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
And here's Bosch. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cassell. Anderson trying to free himself up. Cassell, no good. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Harden has a wide open look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo.
아, 이거
as that one
긴장해야겠네.
goes in.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
And finished off by Anderson.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the Bucks making a change here. Curry's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
And Bryant gets it to go.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Here's Harden. And the
Wow.
shot by Harden.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Here's Cassell. Outside
와,
Bryant.
공격이 안 돼.
And there's the pass to Anderson. Left side Bosch. Over Jokic. And it's Bosch. That time on the assist from Ryan Anderson. And Albuquerque leads by 17.
And Bosch has a beautiful stroke from the mid-range. Once you give him room to shoot, he doesn't hesitate.
Here's Harden. Bosch grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Takes a three, and he's good on the three ball.
I just love how Bosch has worked in the three-point shot, stretching the floor with his perimeter game.
Harden the pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside, George. Curry outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team
커리는 막을 수가 없네.
fire three of your own. Boom.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Larry Sanders.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. It's Harden with the drive, the offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Bosch. Here's Reed. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and
안
sloppy
돼.
or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Bryant. Shoots. And it's Morant missing. Milwaukee trails by 19. Here's Harden. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Puts it up from 12. And that one's good. Morant.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Bosch against Curry. Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They double team Curry. And off the left side
Wow.
of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
It's not easy to throw Curry off his groove. I mean, his jumper is wet. And even when you're right up on him, it's money.
Here's Morant. No good on the triple. Now here's Curry. And so Albuquerque takes the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a
와, 겨우
crowd
이겼네.
that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their.
박스코어를 보면 샌더스랑 카셀, 리드랑 이렇게 두 자릿수 올렸고 나머지는 뭐 골고루 비슷비슷하게 했네요. 조던 나오지도 못했어. 와. 이번 경기는 여기서 마치겠습니다.